What up, what up, what up? Welcome to my channel. This is RFUTAROT. Why RFU? Because I do what's right for me and you should do what's right for you, and fuck who don't like it. Yes, I do cuss. If you don't, or if you don't like it, my bad, G. My bad. I'm an intuitive reader, so the messages I channel, the decks I pick, the way the cards come out, all of that shit is intuitively guided by my spiritual gang. So just allow your spiritual gang to guide you to the messages the source has for you. Take your piece, don't be greedy, and don't manipulate my shit, G. Don't try to make my shit fit your shit and be mad when you get some different shit. I'm not the guide of your understanding, and I'm not your free will, G. I'm not. So let that shit hit how it hits. Thank y'all for riding with me. Thank y'all for the likes, the subscribes, and the shares. I appreciate it. The comments, the emails, all that shit. I like all that shit. So yeah, keep riding with me. I did a little bit of a pre-shuffle, so I feel like this is a divine feminine read. And we're going to break down the cards I already got out on the table, and then we're going to bend the block a few more times. But divine feminine, let me tell you, bitch. Okay? Okay. It's like some tests. You being tested type shit. So let me just break them down, because I don't even want to skip ahead. Okay? Okay. So the first cards that came out was this motherfucking candy corn card. No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe some of y'all like candy corn. I don't. It's like some shit you don't want. A cup of some shit you don't want. So this is like black licorice or some shit. Like, who wants that? Some shit you don't want. So breaking that down was the Page of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles upright. Let's start there. It's like you planning some shit from a genuine mind frame, like you figuring, like you think, what I'm hearing right now, thank you, spiritual gang. What I just heard was, when you make plans, God laughs. So it was some shit that you was planning, plotting, strategizing on, divine feminine, that is like crumbling this week, because it came out reverse. It was like some shit that you was still trying to hold on to in your 3D, but it's like you really already know you don't want it. Cup of candy corn, you know you don't want this, or you don't need this, or it serves you no purpose, but you just been like keeping it around, or keeping them around, or you're still doing this thing even though you know you shouldn't be doing it. And like this week, God is like, bitch, please, whatever this thing is you still doing that's not for your highest good, God is just taking it away. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Coming out next was Seven of Wands. Usually the Seven of, well, in the Rider Waite. For me, Seven of Wands is like my Bryson Tiller. I'm back and I'm better. In this deck, it's like I regret. Like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, I should have never did that. Like, look at these two people in this card. They are building up a sand wall like it's a hurricane coming, but the water is steady as fuck. Like, there's no reason for you to be putting in all this work and there's no storm coming. You feel me? So it's like you're regretting putting so much work into some shit you really don't want. And like this week is what I'm feeling. This week, God is showing you why you shouldn't be putting this much energy into this person, place, or thing, or why you shouldn't be doing whatever it is. Somebody is doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, and you need to move the fuck on from. And that's why I said, like in the beginning, I felt like it was a test. So it's like maybe God is bringing you back some motherfuckers you done cut off, because now we got the Chariot card out here. Some motherfuckers you done cut off, or some things or some ways of thinking that you have cut off. It's like now it's starting to creep back into your shit this week. But it's a test. It's like you have come from that. Now let me see if I can tempt you with it, because I know you're better than that. If you fall back on it, it's going to be a course. But if you see it for a test, then you can pass type shit, right? Because this breaking this Page of Pentacles in reverse down is don't try me, bitch. So whatever it was, that's why I said, when you make plans, God laughs. It was something that you were planning on, something that you, it's like, okay, what source is telling me right now is like some shit that you thought, it was like a path that you saw for yourself, divine feminine. It was like, okay, if I do this, then this will happen, or if I do that, that'll happen. If I use this person, for lack of a better term, you know what I mean? Like somebody had a means to an end, and you was trying to just use that on your leg of the race type shit. And God is like, no, you don't need to do that. So even though you felt like you could cut this corner over here with this person or this place or this thing, God is coming back this week to show you like, no, you can't even cut a corner with this person because you're better than that. You don't even need this person, place, or thing or way of thinking around you. You don't need it no more. So it's like God is stepping in real aggressive. Like, I feel like Swords got her belt, ready to whoop your ass. Don't try me, bitch, right? She's like, you know better than this shit. You don't know. This is not some shit you want. And you trying to use this thing, person, place, way of thinking, you trying to use this to advance at this leg of your life, it's going to have adverse effects. You're going to regret that shit, Seven of Wands. Because you don't have to go about it this way, Divine Feminine. You don't. You already know that you're protected, covered, smothered, Waffle House in this motherfucker. Okay? So you already know you don't have to play with candy corn, bitch. You don't. So you going about this is just going to leave you feeling in a regretful energy, because I feel like if you use this person, place, or thing or way of thinking, if you use this shortcut to achieve something that is of your purpose, then it's like you're kind of bringing that energy with you on your purpose. So then it's like, okay, if this motherfucker over here got A and B and you have C and D, you feel like you can cut a corner to get A and B from this motherfucker and cut them off. No. Source is going to leave that motherfucker in your life type shit. You know what I mean? So if you feel like there's some shit coming back into your vortex that's presenting itself like it can help you in this leg of the race, but you already know intuitively that it's beneath you, it's candy corn, bitch. Who wants candy corn? Not I, said the cat. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I don't eat that shit. I don't even buy it for decoration, because bitch, I'm petty with the coins. Who? So there's no candy corn nowhere around me. I don't like it. I'm none of that. So if you're playing with candy corn as a means to further yourself on your actual path, it's going to come back to bite you. Seven of Swords or Seven of Wands. You're going to regret that shit. You're going to end up owing that person something from whatever grows from this. If you use them as a shortcut to get ahead, you're going to have to owe them something once you're ahead. Divine Feminine, you are. That you're creating ties with this person at this leg of the race. You know you don't need them to get ahead. So if you use that as a shortcut, God is going to spank that ass. My G, I told you she was waiting with the belt. Don't try me, bitch. This already is out here on the table. You're planning on it. It's in reverse. You're planning on it, so you already know you don't need this motherfucker or this thing or this whatever. You already know you don't need it. So by you using it, you're going against your own intuition and what God has already shown you, told you, gave you type shit. So by you using this shortcut, you're inevitably giving rights to this thing that God has given you to someone else. So when you get to that place you're trying to get to, you're going to owe them a piece too, bitch. Why? If you can do this shit alone and have no regrets, why the fuck would you carry their weight and then owe them half or whatever? If you're in a marriage, or if this is some type of significant relationship, person, place, or thing, whatever it is, it's cut ties, sis. You don't need it. You don't need it. You're going to end up owing this thing, person, place, way of thinking. You're going to end up regretting it and owing back to it. Because breaking that motherfucker down was fish. My fish card. Yeah. So you went from Seven of Wands to Eight of Swords. You're going to end up owing this person while you trying to did seven of I know it's the Seven of Wands, but I'm seeing Seven of Swords. You trying to dip in, get what you can get, and dip back out because you feel like it's going to further you at this position in your life. What I'm telling you is the dip in, dip out is going to end up leaving you with look at her face. She already, whoever this person, place, or thing is, they already know the benefit that you're coming for. So they're going to exploit that, my G, to where you're going to end up owing them. Eight of Swords. You're going to end up in a position even less than where you are now by using this shortcut, my G. You're trying to progress. By using this shortcut, you are going to end up in a position much less than what you feel like you are now. Period. Because God done already told you to move away, Chariot card. You know better. So that's the belt. That is the ass whooping. You're going to end up in a much worse predicament than what you're in right now trying to take this shortcut, my G. Because look, breaking down this Chariot card is the Indeed card. This is the plug. Meet the plug in my Jeezy voice. This is God putting the stamp on the dope. Okay? She says she approved this message. Okay? So you already knew whatever it was that you should have been moving past. I feel like a lot of y'all have moved past it. So in the next 7 days, it's like it's coming back to you as a test. Like, have you really moved past this? Can you be tempted by this again? Are you gonna go back to this bullshit even though you have progressed past? It's like a spiritual test, my G. I don't know how else to say it. It's like I keep hearing this is your weekly weather test. Yeah. So it's like God is orchestrating all of the candy corn, bitch. It's like, are you going to eat it or not? You don't have to eat the candy corn, my baby. You have upgraded to steak at this point, Divine Feminine. So it's like God is dangling this candy corn in front of your face to see if you're going to eat it so that they can give you filet mignon. Now, right now, you're just eating strip steak, New York strip steak, okay? You can still upgrade from that shit, bitch. They got a thing called filet mignon. That bitch is wrapped in bacon, ho. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. Like, it does get greater later. So right now, God is just testing you on that, baby. That's it. So if you eat the candy corn, bitch, you're going back to noodles. I just heard you're going to digress even further than where you are right now. Okay? While you thinking this New York strip is something, bitch, you're going to digress back to the noodle. Like I just said. Don't do it by trying to take the shortcut. Don't do it. The shortcut is not the way you want to go. You're going to end up in the alley, bitch. And you're going to be lost. Don't do it. And now we're going to move on to the next row. The next row was this. Miss Fizzle and the Magic School Bus. You know, we are on the Magic School Bus around this motherfucker. We doing all type of shit. We're ascending on the soul level. We know what it is and what it ain't. So when this card comes out, this is telling me it's a field trip, bitch. You are on the field trip with Miss Fizzle. So again, this is a test. This is confirmation that it's a test. You're supposed to be looking around you, observing the motherfucking candy corn, bitch, and seeing the candy corn for what it is and not eating from it. You know, it's like everything is not abundant, bitch. Just because you can eat it does not mean you're supposed to. This is the test. You know, Miss Fizzle is taking you around the world to see if you have attained the lessons that she have gave you. Okay? So that's what God is doing for you right now in your 3D. She's taking you on a field trip to see if you're still going to eat the candy corn, bitch. And you on New York strip steak level. And you can still progress beyond that. Because you on the Magic School Bus. This is the Magic School Bus. You are on a field trip. So you in the school, it's a great place to be, bitch. Knowing self and knowing source and knowing who you are and what you're here for, it's a great place to be, bitch. It's a great time to be alive. So why would you accept pebbles, bitch, and you have upgraded to diamonds and shit? Like, I don't know. It just seems silly. But Source wanted me to tell you you're on a field trip, Divine Feminine. Just observe, okay? Observe and understand all the lessons that Miss Fizzle has tried to give you over the last year. This is what the field trip is about. So you can see all the different ways that she taught you and understand those lessons. Now you seeing it in front of you. You know what I mean? Now you seeing the motherfuckers crumble and disintegrate in front of your eyes. Motherfuckers that really meant you no good type shit. So you have to understand why. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not always, ooh, bitch. I know y'all seen that. It was a whole beetle. And we don't even get them around here. I was a whole gangster though. Anyway, moving on. This is like her trying to show you all the different lessons that she tried to teach you, because it's like, okay, I gave it to you in the textbook, right? I gave you the little frog to dissect, right? But it's like, if you're in the field, do you know how to dissect the frog, bitch? You're on a field trip right now. It's like you seeing all the realization of all the lessons that you have got thus far. So just understand that you are at a blessed place, my G. You on the bus, you can observe. You're not outside of the bus going through this shit. You know what I mean? Unless you choose to. And you feel me? Like if you choose to double back with this shortcut, right? And get off the bus, well then you're going to have to experience everything that they are. You know what I mean? Period. You at a blessed place by being on the field trip with Miss Fizzle. You have learned the lessons. Now she's just trying to show them to you in a 3D level, my G. With the people, places, things, and ways of thinking around you and in you. She's trying to show you why you progress from that shit. Why you're much better than that shit. You know what I mean? Why you deserve the filet mignon, bitch, wrapped in bacon. You still ain't got to settle even at this great place. You thought this was good. She's trying to show you it's better. Okay? That's what the field trip is about. Because breaking that shit down is the Page of Cups. Right? the Page of Cups. So it's like within this field trip, whatever it is for each of y'all, it's going to be different things, because I'm seeing several different things. So whatever it is for you, Divine Feminine, that's coming up within your next week or two, that's making you feel like these motherfuckers got me completely fucked up, and I must be completely outside the world if these motherfuckers thought that I was going to accept this. It's something that's going to make you feel like, bitch, you on the field trip with Miss Fizzle, period. Like, bitch, you got me completely fucked up, and I already know you got me fucked up, even with the lies you telling, or the way you coming, or whatever it is. Something around you, my baby, is gonna crumble in a manner where you see it coming, type shit, because you have already left this way of thinking. You have already left these people behind. You know what I mean? So when they try to come back, it's like you see it coming. So understand, you see it coming because it's a test of your spiritual gangster. So when you take that shit for a spiritual test and not for a course, you are coming from a Page of Cups mentality. Like, let me see this shit for what it is. Also, it's like Source telling you, have that love in self. Have that faith in God, my G, and Source. So, you know, even though you are like seeing this shit around you, and it's like I don't want to say it's you're experiencing it, because you're not. I don't feel like it's like something you're doing or something that is going to directly affect you if you don't let it. It's all about what you allow, Divine Feminine, in these next few weeks. But I feel like it's something like you on a field trip. You have the advantage to be able to sit back and see this shit from a different perspective and not have it directly affect you, if that's the role you take. Source is trying to renew your sense of self. Like, Source is trying to show you how strong you are. Source is trying to show you your worth, my nigga, so that you can, it's like, by this person, place, thing, way of thinking, by this coming back into your 3D, it's like you being able to know who the fuck you are. Because it's like, bitch, please. You know what I mean? And the only way you can say bitch, please, is if you have completely moved past something, right? So it's like, how dare you? Bitch, I'll spit on you, type shit. Like, don't come to me with this little shit. Like, this is how you feel when you are going through this field trip with Miss Fizzle, Divine Feminine. I'm just keeping it above. So whatever that looks like for you, you already have the foresight, hindsight, all that intuitive hits. You already see it coming from a mile away. So it's like you just have to stand firm in self and what you know and what you have, the tools that you have gained, my G, on your own spiritual journey. You got to hold them motherfuckers on the table and be able to see it for what it is. Because next coming out is the Seven of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Cups is like confusion. It's like having too many options. It's like too much shit going on. So like I was saying, it's like you're at a vantage point where you see all of this shit, to where it does not have to overwhelm you. It don't got to consume you. It can. Divine Feminine, I'm gonna keep it above with you, because if I wasn't me, I wouldn't do it. But it can. If you don't see it for what it is, it can have you going through ringers and shit, loops and shit, my GM. Listen, we are not a part of the circus no more. We done came too far to be jumping through hoops. So see the hoops, my baby. Don't jump through them. Have the next motherfucker jump through them. You are not supposed to be jumping through hoops, Divine Feminine. You're not. So don't let this shit confuse you. Understand, you're on a field trip. You have a vantage point because you see it coming. So when it comes, don't let it consume you, bitch. It's like seeing the truck coming, but you don't move out the way. What? Move out the way. Don't let the truck hit you, Divine Feminine. Don't let it hit you. Like, okay, it's one thing to have foresight, but also you have to put a little action with that shit, bitch. You see all this confusion coming. Don't let it confuse you. That's all I'm saying. That's all Source is trying to say. It's a field trip. Observe what's going on and dissect that shit. Like she's been trying to teach you this whole whatever, however long. I feel like it's been at least the last year. For a lot of y'all. Y'all been going through this transformation within. It might not look like it outside of you, but within you have been transforming into a whole different person. There's several butterflies on this card. You have transformed, my baby. So you have the tools to step outside of this confusion and see it for some bullshit and not let it consume you. So don't let it consume you. Coming out next is the fucking King of Wands. And y'all know I do not like this fucking card. This King of Wands for me is like a motherfucker trying to sit back and control some shit. A motherfucker that's trying to like, this is like a nigga that's coming in with some good dick and nothing else, bitch. Like he wants to just lay you down with the pipe and have you doing all the heavy lifting. Like look at you outside mowing the grass while he's in there on your couch watching your TV. Bitch, no. We're not doing that up in here on the Magic School Bus. We're not doing that. No, we're not. So I feel like with whatever this is, for some of y'all, a lot of y'all, for this to be a card that came out, it could be a nigga. That could be the field trip, bitch. It's a nigga that's coming back who probably always laid the pipe, okay? And probably made you feel like a whole lot of things. Look at this lady right here, okay? With this Page of Cups, okay? Let's start there. Page of Cups. So if this nigga was anything, he should be coming back as a king like he did over here, King of Wands. That's how I know he laid the dick and nothing else. He should have came back King of Cups as well. He didn't. He came back Page of Cups. So he's still immature. He hasn't moved past whatever the fuck it is that you had, because you already let this go, Divine Feminine. You have already moved past this, whatever this man is in particular. A lot of y'all, it's a man, period. With these two cards, it's a man. So it's like you in a whatever relationship, friendship, situationship, hit and miss, whatever the fuck it was like you was giving a lot of self. You was giving a lot of love. You was giving 10 toes and this motherfucker was giving 0.25, bitch. Like it was never nothing ever that you could see on a tangible level of him actually reciprocating your energy. It was just take. That's why he's coming up a Page of Cups, King of Wands. He didn't do nothing but lay the dick. And so I feel like for a lot of y'all, the field trip, it could be a nigga coming back. And I don't give a fuck what he look like, smell like, however you flip it, rub it, slap it down, my baby. This nigga is the same motherfucker. He's coming up Page of Cups, 7 of Cups, okay? Knight of Wands. So this nigga's gonna come in with some, I love you, I was wrong, I know this, that. It's like a motherfucker saying, I know I'm sorry and I just want to be with you, but he can't tell you what he's sorry for. Type shit. Like this is a motherfucker just saying anything just to get with you type of shit, because he's coming up Page of Cups, 7 of Cups. So he's confused, bitch. He's confused. But he just wants to be around you. He just wants to fuck you. King of Wands. How the fuck you come up everywhere else Page and confusion? You are Page of Cups, which is somebody's love something, okay? Somebody's love something, confused, I can lay the dick. This is what these 3 cards mean, okay? So I don't give a fuck what he tells you, shows you, gives you in that moment. It's just going to be for that moment. It's not going to last any farther than that moment, Divine Feminine. Let me tell you. It's a motherfucking field trip, bitch. Don't you see Miss Fizzle in the background? She's right there. She's like, bitch, we just went over that in chapter 3, section 11. You aced your motherfucking test. Do not fail this time. Type shit. This is why this nigga's coming back, bitch. Okay? If you ever questioned it. In this next couple weeks, this is why this motherfucker's coming back, bitch. To try to make you second guess all the fucking work you have done. All the tests you done passed, bitch. They trying to make you fail them on the second go around. How the fuck you done passed it? And now you taking it again. Hey, let's start there. Okay? Bitch, if you already passed this test, why the fuck are you even in this chapter anymore? Somebody's meddling. Okay? You shouldn't be there. You supposed to be beyond that. So if you even back in that chapter to take that test again, somebody's motherfucking meddling, bitch, and I'm going to say it's you. Because I'm your bitch, and I wouldn't be your bitch if I ain't tell you. Divine Feminine. I feel like, just like in my last reading, I was telling a whole lot of y'all, it's a very thin line between alone and lonely. Okay? And at the top, my nigga, it can feel lonely. When you are at this divine status where you know your worth, a lot of motherfuckers don't meet that standard. So it's like, am I alone? Yes, I'm alone, because a lot of motherfuckers don't meet my standard. But am I lonely? Hell no. I have myself. That's a whole lot. I have source. That's a whole lot. You know what I mean? I have the motherfuckers that are still around me. I know they are genuinely worth my energy. That's a whole lot. So if you are trying to retake a test, bitch, that you have already passed, then you are meddling in some shit that don't even concern you, Divine Feminine. Get the fuck away. That's your first indication that, bitch, this is a field trip. If you have already moved past this shit and you know it's not for you and it's coming back around, you already should know. It's a test. Period. So when it comes back as a test, you better see it for a test, bitch. Do not see that shit for anything else, because it's gonna run you for the ringer, bitch, and have you eating noodles after you done tasted motherfucking New York strip. And you think that shit great. I mean, it is good, divine feminine, but listen, bitch, it's a whole lot of other shit. I'm trying to tell you, it's a lot of other shit that's good out here. I'm just saying. But anyway, moving on. With this Page of Cups is my Five of Swords. Five of Swords is conflict, right? Also, it's look at the lady, she's broken. So whoever this person coming back, this nigga, right? We done already clarified that. I'm not gonna miss my words with y'all, cause y'all my niggas, okay? So whoever this nigga is coming back, he done already broke you, bitch, several times. It's like, it's what I'm saying. You have already passed this test. You know good and well you shouldn't even be in this chapter. Period. It's like he's broke you in so many different ways, and you have grown beyond that, bitch. Why would you even? It's like, let me think of a good way. Okay, boom. It's like you fucking with a nigga, right? And this nigga done fucked your homegirl, right? Your best friend type shit. Some shit that really made you feel a certain type of way. Some shit that broke you down. And it was like some shit that you never thought a motherfucker that loved you would do. He did this one thing. And that broke you the fuck down. And then you was able to rebuild yourself from that. And now this nigga is coming back. And it's like, you have changed. So it's like a piece of you feel like, well, maybe he can change. Even if he can change, bitch, it don't mean he's deserving of your energy, divine feminine. You understand me? He's not. So it's like, you already know that you are better than, I'm not, listen, I ain't the motherfucker that's gonna sit here and say any one group of people is better than any of the others. But what I will say is, if you have built yourself up from your bootstraps in this manner, which I know y'all have because y'all in here, gang gang, why the fuck would you allow a motherfucker to put water in your boots and drown you, bitch? Why? You too smart for that shit. You too smart for it. So Seven of Cups, confusion, breaking that down is my motherfucking Page of Pentacles, Detroit card. Now let me say this. Page of Pentacles is a motherfucker bringing you a Lego, bitch, a Cheez-It, a motherfucking a cheeseburger, let's Netflix and chill, let's spin the block and smoke. This is a motherfucker bringing you some shit you already got, that you don't even need this motherfucker to bring you. Like, why the fuck, like, I'm comfortable in my bed, smoking my own blunt, watching my own Netflix. I don't need you to come and bend no blocks with me, bro, I'm good. And this is how this motherfucker is coming back. They might be dressing it up a certain way because it do say Detroit on the top. And you know the motherfuckers can dress it up and make it real for a nigga. But it's not. That be that gold that make your neck turn green, bitch. Okay? So, again, this is somebody trying to confuse you, but you know it's fake gold. Are you still in the middle of the mall, divine feminine, buying fake gold? Bitch, if you are, you ain't in here. You ain't truly divine. If you still allowing motherfuckers to put fake gold around your neck. You feel me? Not even on no 3D shit, but just like on, if you allowing a motherfucker to fake love you, if you allowing a motherfucker to tell you anything, bitch, and you believe it and you go with it and you just believe that shit to be whatever it is, despite what your gut is telling you, if you buying fake gold, bitch, in the middle of the mall, divine feminine, you are not divine. Period. Because the only motherfucker that should be swaying your choices is God and self. Period. I don't give a fuck what 3D title they got. Mama, daddy, granddaddy, auntie, uncle, sister, brother. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Bitch, you came up in here with yourself and source. So those are the only two motherfuckers you need to be checking with. Okay? Gang, gang. Moving on. With this motherfucking King of Wands, not even a sword, King of Wands, it was the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. And it's the I hear you. Again, you have already been warned. With this being Ten of Pentacles, this is someone that you have had a relationship with. Somebody that you have shared a home with. Somebody that you have had, you know, this is somebody that you, it is a solidified relationship. Some, like, motherfuckers know that y'all was boyfriend, girlfriend. This is some, you know, some 3D solidified shit. This is the test, my G. And you already been warned. I hear you. You already been warned. And at the bottom of the card it says Chawa, but which breaks down to me as karma. So it's like source already told you to leave this motherfucker alone, and you already have. They coming back now as a test to see how strong your will is in self. You know what I mean? Testing yourself, testing how much you really believe in yourself. You know what I mean? You don't have to take the shortcut, G. The path is already clear for you. You don't need to take a shortcut. Every step you take is it might not always be easy, but you are learning, you are growing, you are progressing. That is the goal, G. Beyond anything else. So you don't need to take a shortcut. Your path is laid out for you because that's the path you supposed to take. Period. So it's like you already know that. Don't fall back on that. Over here, this is the outcome, pal, my G. And before I get to that, I'm going to let you know, bitch, I wouldn't even, break this down like this if you was not my bitch. Bitch. Do not fall into the trap, okay? Do not let this nigga take you for a spin, bitch. Don't get off the bus. This is a field trip. You supposed to be observing this shit from the inside of the bus. Okay? Now, I'm going to break this motherfucker down. NTOA. The first card that came out was Unheard. Okay? Look at these motherfuckers. All of them is looking a different way. All of them got something on their ears. It's like, even though, because the last card we pulled out over here was this I Hear You. And now this card is Unheard. So again, it's like you already know, Divine Feminine. You already know. And you're like going against that. You have heard that this is not for you. From God. From your intuition. You already know that this is not for you. That's why you move past it. It's like the outcome could be either you not hearing this motherfucker because you already knew you moved past it, or it's like you're not hearing your own intuition and you get off the bus, bitch. And it goes from being a field trip to a motherfucker watching you. You become a part of the motherfucking field trip, bitch. Are you a part of the field trip? Do you want them to look at you from the bus? Or do you want to be on the bus looking at what's going on? You have to pick everybody pick their position, Divine Feminine. Even in this leg of the race. So where are you at? Are you going to hear self? Are you going to hear source? Or are you just going to be like, I know the way to go and I'm going to do whatever's right for me and blah, 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 blah. Because let me tell you, we started off saying that when you make a plan, God laughs. So are you going to hear it and ghost this motherfucker like I don't hear them? Or are you going to not hear God? You have to pick your position. Are you on the bus or not, G? I am not the God of your understanding or your free will. I break that down in the motherfucking intro, bitch. Okay. So breaking that down is the Tower and the Ace of Swords. So if you don't see this shit from inside the bus, again, you're going to end up in a worse position than where you are right now. Tower moment, Ace of Swords. You are going to hit the bottom of the barrel, bitch. Period. You're going to hit the bottom of the barrel if you do not heed all the warnings. Because I feel like it's a lot. I feel like Source is up in here and your spiritual gang is up in here like, no. Like, they're telling you in many different ways, Divine Feminine, don't do this. And if you move forward with this, it's going to bring you to a whole different level of low that you ain't never even seen. You think whatever you came from was bad. Bitch, this is way worse. Tower card, Ace of Swords. This is way worse. Like I told you, from the beginning, it's going to leave you in a way worse position than, like, you feel like you upgrading right now. It's way better to go. But if you let this nigga fuck with your path, bitch, it's going to be way worse to see. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like right now you have control of the wheel, sis. So it's like, are you going to stay on the path or are you going to crash? You know what I mean? Are you going to stay on the path or are you going to crash? You got the wheel regardless. So it's like, if you do heed the warning and you stay on the bus, for whoever this energy is coming towards you, I feel like it's like going to be some bullshit for them. But also I will say this. I'm going to keep it a buck with you, Divine Feminine. I feel like the first, up until this moment, I think today is the 12th. January has been rough, my G. Like, it had been a whole lot of shit going on, Divine Feminine. Like, the energies in the universe right now is just very chaotic. It's like, remember in that 1010 portal last year when I was like, the veil was being lifted? Like, the veil was being lifted, but it's like, when we hit these people's 2020, it was like, the veil, the remnants of that bitch was like set on fire. Like, everybody turned up to their highest level of fucktivity, my G. So we just start seeing chaos around us, everywhere the fuck around us. I feel like for some of y'all, irregardless to this field trip situation, some of y'all, it was like slight situations where you didn't perceive it to be very big choices. It might have been like on some Netflix and chill shit that I was speaking on earlier. And you just felt it in your soul like, I'm cool, I can stay at home, I can smoke my own blunt, I could drink my own drink, whatever the fuck it was that they tried to throw in your path to entice you out the house. Whatever it was, some of y'all, or maybe this has not happened for all of y'all, so take heed, Divine Feminine. But it's going to be, or it has been, a situation where a motherfucker kind of lured you off your path, but not what you didn't perceive it to be devious. This can be a friend, a family member, somebody that, you know, you just don't perceive off the rip to be a bad motherfucker. Like, you just think this person is cool, but they hit you on some let's kick it or let's go out, let's vibe shit, and it's just something in your intuition that's telling you, I'm cool, I can stay at home. Some of y'all heed that. Kudos to y'all. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all did not. And you ended up in a position that was very fucked up, my G. And you didn't expect it from this person or this set of circumstances. Maybe it didn't even come from this direct person. It could have came from like your sister hit you up and said, let's go to this club, right? Y'all went out to this club and some niggas got to shooting or some shit. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. Like, in these first few weeks of January, like, the energy is just very chaotic, my G. Like, everybody is at the highest level of activity. And it's like, when you are intuitively guided, even when you don't feel like it's really that important, your homegirl hitting you up like, let's go out. I got you. Even if you don't got it, let's go out. But something like, I don't really feel like it. I'm cool. I can sit at home. I have some weed. I got a little Henny left. Let me catch something on Netflix. I'm cool. Go with that, sis. You feel me? Because something is going to transpire that you necessarily didn't foresee coming, and it could be potentially detrimental. I don't know how to say it with this Tower card. Look at the Tower. Look at it. I mean, and then this, and with the Ace of Swords, sis. If you are intuitively guided to stay at home, stay at home. I don't give a fuck what you feel. Even if it's just going over to their crib. The Uber ride, you might get into an accident or some shit, like, is what I'm seeing. It's just some shit, cuz. Like, you just need to, if you are being guided, cuz, to stay inside, just stay inside, sis. Like, it's like some shit you just don't question, okay? If it's coming from your gut, don't question it. Because there's some things that we just can't plan or are prepared for. Some things are out of our control. We can't control other people all the time. We can only control the situations. Thank you, Source. We can only control the situations we put ourselves in. So if you are being intuitively guided, like, I don't really want to go kick it with this person right now. I feel like I should just stay at home and kick it with myself. I'm vibing with self. If you feel like that, then follow that shit, sis. Even if it's some dumb shit and you done did it before or whatever, just if you just feel like you shouldn't do it, don't do it. Because it could go down a whole different way than what you are understanding with this unheard card. It's like some shit you don't even see coming. You know what I mean? For real. And sometimes we can't control that. But if we play it back and your intuition, something told you, don't go out that night. You know what I mean? We can control the situations we put ourselves in. Had you listened to that, you didn't know it could have been a wreck. You didn't know this nigga was going to come out and see his enemy and get to shooting up the club and maybe you got hit by a stray bullet. You couldn't have foresaw that. But in your intuition, sis, something told you you was cool in your own space and time. You didn't need to go out and be with amongst other people. You didn't need to share your energy in that moment. Had you went with that, then maybe this, that, and the third didn't go down. You can only control your circumstances and your situation, sis. So I don't give a fuck how petty you come off. If a motherfucker don't understand that you are vibing with self, my nigga, then they not worth your energy anyway. It ain't nothing to cut a bitch off. Cut that motherfucker off. If they can't understand you saying, I'm cool and I'll catch you on a later day. You know what I mean? Everybody need that time with self. I don't give a fuck if you're in a relationship or if you're not or whatever. Everybody needs that alone time. Everybody needs a little piece of me time. Whatever that look like for you. So it's like, be able to trust what you're feeling intuitively, even if it's on a very small level, like going out. You feel me? Breaking that shit down is the Three of Wands. This is the expectations. Yeah, like you might have expected it to go one way. I'm telling you, this is breaking down the Tower card. You expected it to go one way. It's going to go another way, sis. Like, these cards came out on their own. I can't make this shit up. So it's like you going out expecting to have a good time. You going out expecting whatever, it's not going to come out that way. If you are intuitively guided from the planning portion of the night, like, no, I can just sit at home and I don't really feel like getting out of my bed. Like, you might not even be sick. You just don't feel like going out. Like, you cool at home. You should be, bitch. You done did a whole lot to make it motherfucker your home. You should be cool in that motherfucker. If you just feeling like that, bitch, bask in that motherfucker, run you a hot shower or a tub or something, bitch. Okay? Okay. So breaking down this Ace of Swords is the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. You have worked hard for a lot of shit. And right now I feel like whoever this is that's coming in like on some, it could be this nigga, like I was saying, but I do feel like it's a separate energy from that. But rather it's that nigga or rather it's somebody like your homeboy, homegirl, sister, brother, whoever, like, let's kick it. Somebody is really trying to get you somewhere. It's really what I'm picking up on. I'm not going to miss my words with y'all because y'all my niggas. Somebody is really trying to get you somewhere for something. And you have it in your spirit like you don't want to go. This is breaking down the Ace of Swords. Something intuitively is telling you, no, don't go. But this person is really trying to get you there. I don't care what it is. It can be a fucking family picnic. It can be, bitch, listen. It's several different levels to this shit, Divine Feminine. It could be, I'm picking up exchanges with kids. Like, maybe it's your turn to pick up your child this weekend from your baby daddy. Send your mama, cuz. Like, even on that level. Some bullshit. It's some bullshit about this meetup. Somebody's trying to get you somewhere and it's going to go a different way. So if you can avoid whatever meetup it is, whatever come out it is, you know what I mean, situation, you need to try to maneuver around that. You know what I mean? You need to try to maneuver around that. And I'm not, listen, let me say this, Divine Feminine, because I hear a whole lot of y'all saying, well, damn, is it going to come down on my mama if I send her? No, Divine Feminine. You know, if you have the foresight in this situation to be able to maneuver around it, it has no choice but to change the path of the motherfucker who's coming with ill intentions. You feel me? If they have ill intentions for you, God is not going to let them bestow that upon whoever you send. It's gonna alleviate that pressure point for them. Now, if you in a situation, Divine Feminine, where you know this motherfucker is crazy, okay, bitch, don't send your mama. Okay, I'm not your free will, and I'm not the God of your understanding. Again, don't let me tell you what to do, bitch. If you know this nigga is crazy, with a T on the end, send the police. Or have him meet you and do the kid swap at the police station or somewhere that is heavily surveyed. Okay, some shit like that. If you know this motherfucker is completely bonkers, then take the proper steps, but stay on the bus irregardless. You're supposed to be on the bus observing. You are not supposed to be experiencing over these next few weeks. Okay, period. So you need to be exerting your energy in a manner of which so that you can keep yourself away from the bullshit, because that's where you have work to be. So it's like God is testing you to see if you are truly worthy of the blessing. Let me tell you, the devil always, and now I hear some screeching tires. So yeah, that's even confirmation for me. The devil always comes right before God blesses you, cuz like, I don't know how else to put it, like you always go through the worst before you see the best, cuz it's like when you shining to such a, like, my nigga, if we in a desert and we've been walking for days, I'm gonna see water from a mile away, right? That's how the devil feels out here. So if you are that beacon of water, the devil sees you as fruitful, my nigga. They gonna try to attack your shit. They are like they trying to bomb your shit. So it's like, this is what this test also is. It's like it's a test of your will, a test of God's will. You feel me? Like, this shit translates on so many different levels, my G, and you just got to find your place. You have to find your position of where you stand, and that dictates what you are blessed with. You know what I mean? But I definitely do see that it's a lot of shit coming your way and it's like it's trying to, not only is it preparing you for what you have to come, but it's like it is a test to try to see if you are worthy on the devil's behalf, like, because the devil wants to like take that shit away. They don't want you to shine, my nigga. It could be a hater, it could be a overbearing relationship, whether it be familial or some nigga, you know what I mean? Like, we've already hit on all the different scenarios of this field trip shit. Like I said, all of that shit can be just broken down to one basic fact of, are you gonna bite into the bullshit or are you not? Are you better than that shit? You are better than that shit. So don't let it consume you, Divine Feminine. Please don't. But let me get back over here. My bad. Breaking down this Tower card and this Three of Wands is good shot. Yeah. So whatever this energy is that is like, because over here with this energy, I did feel like this was like talking about the energies of this brand new year, where I felt like shit was just tumultuous. It's like you can't, some things are beyond our control. Some things are just, you know, it's meant to happen, G. And so I feel like coming into January, these first couple weeks and moving through the rest of January, it's just a lot of shit that is exploding. You know what I mean? Even things that you thought was for your highest good, it's like you're being shown that it's not. It's like I said, we thought with that 1010 portal that the veil was being lifted, and right now that bitch is just like the remnants of it is being caught on fire, G. It's like, if you don't want to believe it, oh, now you gonna believe it. Like, it's just some shit that's going on. Everybody's shit is at the highest level of fucktivity. So it's like you just don't have no choice but to just see shit for what it really is. Good shot. It's like motherfuckers is coming from all type of weird ass angles and shit. Like, my nigga, ew. Ew. Divine Feminine, ew. You are better than that. You are better than this type of shit. Do you want this nigga in your bed at night? I think the fuck not. It's gonna be a no for me, dog. No. So it's like, it is a lot of shit going on around you. And some things are just, it's like, even in the midst of the chaos, it's like it's a method to that shit. Even when a motherfucker that you thought was for your highest good, that's what this shit looked like for me. Even when it's a motherfucker that you thought was for your highest good, Divine Feminine, if they are crumbling around you right now, see that shit. See it. Now, if a motherfucker's just on the struggle bus, you know, we all hit the struggle bus. That's a part of the journey, okay? I'm not saying that. But if I'm saying if a motherfucker presented theyself to be this or that or any of the above, right? And now you are seeing that to be completely false. My nigga, take heed to that shit. Because right now, the way the energy is playing out in the universe, that's what the energy calls for. Period. Like, everybody's energy is at the highest level of activity, G. So be happy that you have the glasses to see that shit, bitch. And not be subjected to it. Okay? It's not to shit on nobody who is going through it, but it's like, my nigga, you had the time too. And look, here comes an ambulance or somebody. What is that? It's an ambulance. Here comes an ambulance. So yeah, a lot of motherfuckers is going to fall, my G, from whatever painting that they painted for your ass. It's gonna, that facade is gonna crumble, G. It has no choice to, but you know, right now it has no choice but to, because that is just how God feels. Like, and if you are the motherfucker with the glasses that sees this shit, understand that God sees you as a blessing. God sees you as a blessed one. God sees you as a motherfucker that, it's like, let me think of something. You know how when you have like that one thing, like, I don't know what it could be. For me, I'm gonna keep it a buck. For me, it was my new house, the house that I got. For a long, long time, y'all, I like prayed and wished for a house that looked a certain way, right? Like, I wanted a jacuzzi tub. I wanted, like, just, it was just certain things that I always saw in my dreams, right? So once I got this house, it was like, I was never going to let a motherfucker take it from me. I didn't give a fuck what the fuck they said. Like, I put this house in a box, right? To where, like, only me and the people that I allowed to physically experience this shit with me could only come inside that box type shit. So it's like, it's something for you, Divine Feminine, that you have put inside this box. Or rather God has put you inside this box and like sees you as this his house that he always wished and dreamed for. So it's like he's giving you the glasses to see outside the box because you're in the box, bitch. You know what I mean? It's like you have done all this work and come through all of this darkness, fought all of these battles, fucked with all these fuck niggas, deal with all this fuck shit, and you are such a better person because of that, that God has put you inside of this box that can't nobody experience unless he allows to experience it. So that's why you're on the fucking bus. And you're not experiencing it. You're on the bus. God has gave you the glasses and the seat on the bus, bitch. Because you are a prized possession. You are a blessed one. He chose you. God chose you. You feel me? Understand that. Like, it's people outside the bus, cuz, that they don't have a choice. You know what I mean? With that ambulance coming in. They didn't rescue themselves. They was waiting on the motherfucker to come and save them. So now they are just subjected to the shit that's going on in the universe right now. You are not one of those people. You not, because you have done all this work and you have seen things from a whole different perspective to where now you have earned the glasses to be inside the box. You on the field trip. You know what I mean? So God looks at you like a diamond, bitch. So why would you do anything less than shine bright? You know what I mean? So it's like on several different levels you have to see with them glasses that God gave you. You know what I mean? Be understanding that you are blessed to be on the bus, bitch, and not susceptible to the bullshit that's going on outside the bus. You feel me? So it's like even when these motherfuckers around you crumble that you thought was meant for your highest good, I don't give a fuck what 3D title they hold, cuz. I don't. Because I'm a real nigga and I'm at that place within self. I don't give a fuck what type of 3D title they hold. You came in with self and source. Period. Fuck a 3D title. So I don't care what they look like, felt like to you, whatever title they held, whoever you thought they was for your highest good. If you can see them crumbling, that fake facade crumbling around you, you have to see that for what it is. Be blessed in the fact that you can see that for what it is, because you might, you could be your brother or your sister or your auntie or your uncle or whoever else that don't got the glasses on. And you could be susceptible to that motherfucker's bullshit. You feel me? So even in the moment of this person that you hold in high regard, even in the midst of them crumbling down around you, you have to understand the blessing in that. That you see that and that you are not feeling that, experiencing that, going through that. You feel me? Because this person means a lot to you. Is what I'm picking up. This might not be this nigga. This could be, like I said when I first started fucking with this energy, it could be a totally different energy, my G. That's what I'm feeling for a lot of y'all. But it could be this nigga too. Whoever the energy is, this person means a lot to you, period. So when you see them crumble, you have the instinct to help them. You know what I mean? You have the instinct to not let them crumble. I'm telling you, my G, you have to see that. You have to see that so that you can see how they react to it, so that you can understand that when you are blessed, because understand, like I said, when there's a blessing coming, the devil is trying to take it away. So the devil is trying to hold you back. Like I said earlier, if you take this shortcut, you're going to end up owing somebody some shit. So if you reach back and help this motherfucker because you have some type of 3D title or strings attached, even though you seeing it with your own fucking 3D eyes, that this person is not who they portray themselves to be. If you fall back on that because of whatever 3D title they hold and you try to help this person, it's gonna backfire on you. It just is, cuz it is. It's like that blessing is coming right before. This is a test, right? So it's like if you can see it for a test, you see this person, the facade of this person start to crumble around you, and you can move beyond how you feel, right? You can move beyond your ego and what you thought of this person and not help them, because they don't need your help. They need to help their fucking self. Okay, let's start there. They need to help themselves. So if you can move beyond your instinct to help this person, you gonna be blessed, my G. God is trying to see if it's like, do I give you $1 million if I know you're gonna give it to Susie who don't deserve it? No, God's not. The devil wants to take it from you. The devil is sending Susie to give it to Susie, bitch. Okay? So whoever this person is that you can see they facade crumbling, I don't give a fuck how they told you they was or what they told you they was, you can see that not being true. If you try to help this person through whatever they start going through, because they finna go through some shit. This is a brutal time right now in the world. It just is. If you try to help them through this, even knowing that they put themselves in it type situation, and you know that this is them, you know, because you have to see how they react to this tower moment. That is what really shows you who this motherfucker is, regardless of who they told you they was. You know what I mean? So it's like you seeing them fall and react to the fall is how you get a greater understanding of who this person is. So let them fall, my G. It's what I'm telling you. Resist the urge, Divine Feminine, over these next few weeks in January. Resist the urge to reach back and help a motherfucker out of a situation they have created for their fucking self. Like, bitch, didn't nobody come and save you? Didn't no ambulance come through here and save you, bitch? You had to save your fucking self. So don't try to reach back and help them, because you're going to end up owing them something, or they're going to end up taking something from you that God had meant for you. You know what I mean? It's like, I feel like you are Divine Feminine. You are coming into something, irregardless, because, you know, if God hasn't meant for you, nobody can take it from you. But it's like, if you give it to somebody, well, then didn't nobody take it from you, bitch. So this test type shit. Like, God is trying to see if you gonna help a motherfucker and you know that they knew better type shit. You can't help a motherfucker when you know they knew better. It's like, then they're just gonna keep doing it, expecting for you to make it better. Don't do that, because ain't nobody doing that for you. Divine Feminine, ain't nobody doing that shit for you. Ain't nobody throwing your gym shoes in the motherfucking washing machine, bitch. So why are you trying to make somebody else feel better? No. Anyway, Ace of Swords, okay, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. But this is the same thing up here, but this is like 3 of Pentacles, but you're going to be disappointed. Again, like we already said. It's like, with this being the 10 of Pentacles, it's like I'm getting drawn again to the home life. So this is like moms, dad, aunties, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, you know, wives, husbands, baby daddy, baby mama. This is like significant relationships where you had an expectation of this motherfucker and you are disappointed. And, you know, through the month of January in 2020, because you are fucking hella disappointed, period. And it's like, something within you is like, but no, because this is my father and you only get one dad. Okay, no the fuck you don't, bitch. You got Jesus, bitch. That's your fucking father. You don't have to deal with nobody on no 3D level. I don't give a fuck what their 3D title is that's delivering you shit on a motherfucking spoon. You gonna eat the shit because they calling themselves your dad? No. I'm not eating shit, Divine Feminine. I don't know what the fuck you like to eat. I snack on the motherfucking steak wrapped in bacon, bitch, like I told you from the gate. I don't know. So then we had this other pal over here, which I felt like was direct from source. So coming out direct from source was the fucking magic school bus. But the school bus has stopped and there are people outside of the school bus that are looking, and look at this bitch over here. This looked like the devil laughing while everybody else that done got off the bus looks mad as fuck. It's like, you know better. You know better. And you're stopping your own train. You're stopping your own progression. You're holding your own self up by even considering this bullshit. Look at him with his hand on his chin. By even considering any of this fuck shit, you are stopping your own progression, Divine Feminine. And this is what Source is trying to tell you. And they are not happy with that shit neither. Like, bitch, how dare you? And we done put you in the motherfucking glass box. And now you dealing with motherfuckers outside this box? Why? Like, why are you doing that? Breaking that down was the 8 of Wands. Yeah. It's like they have tried to communicate this to you on several occasions, that this is not what you should be doing. And look at his face. Like, well, I just didn't know. I wasn't for sure if I should leave it alone. Like, he said this, so I thought he had changed. No, bitch. No. No, you know better. You know better, because you've already been told it. You've already been showed it. And you know, it's like if the motherfucking light says red, then you just stop. Like, you already know that. You can see the red light, so you know to stop. It's like you see the red light and you know to stop, but you go through it anyway. You can't be mad at the fucking police officer when he pulls you over, bitch. Okay? Okay. Breaking that down is the Knight of Swords. Yes. Now God is like, aggressive with the shit. Like, bitch, I told you. I showed you. I gave you the tools. You didn't want to use them. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So now it's not like the kid gloves came off is what I'm hearing. Now he's just like Source and God is just like, no. I'm not even going to be gentle with this shit no more. Like, I'm going to give it to you raw, real, and uncut, bitch, because you feel like you want to play. And God is tired of playing, bitch. I don't know. Tired of playing. The star card. Yeah, look, this is the glass box. This is the house that I dreamed of. You know what I mean? This is how Source feels about you. So it's like, why the fuck? Because breaking that down was the Two of Swords. It's like, why the fuck? Why would you even indulge in the fuck shit? Why would you even play like you're gonna indulge in the fuck shit? Like, this is beneath you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Divine Feminine. Let's see what the fuck else Source has to say. At the bottom of the deck was, again, the Knight of Swords. Bros before hoes. It's like, God feels like y'all have a better bond. Why the fuck would you ever go against God for some hoe shit? This motherfucker's a hoe. Anyway, give me some cards out here for the field trip. Miss Fizzle. There it went. Bad family. Ugh, 4 of Cups. Yeah, so, well, a lot of y'all, I wanted to say some of y'all, but a lot of y'all, it's either a nigga or somebody in your direct family, like I was already picking up on. The card says bad family, because, like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to say. I am the messenger, okay? Fucking don't shoot the messenger. Some of y'all, this is somebody in your fucking family. So, give me some cards out here, Source, for the outcome. What's the outcome for Divine Feminine in this situation? Regret. Yeah. If you fall back on old ways, people, places, things, all of anything, any of that, you're going to regret that shit. Please don't do it, Divine Feminine. Don't do it. Don't do that. Come on, let's see. What does that say? Blind greed, 4 of Pentacles, keep away. So yeah, this is it's whatever it is that you're trying to build or grow from. It's bad soil, cuz it is. It's bad soil. It's like you can't grow anything from fucked up soil. You cannot. Again, with this fucking bad family card, you can't grow something of substance from bad soil. You can't, Divine Feminine. You have to let that shit go. You gotta let it